Good morning everybody and welcome back to episode 203 of Enter Crypto, where twice a day I keep you informed and fully up to date on all things crypto. If that sounds like something you would be interested in, then go ahead and like, subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notifications bell so that you don't miss out on any future updates as I put out a new video every 12 hours. So today we're going to be talking about CoinDesk's article on MicroStrategy and a loan that they've recently paid off, and then they've gone and taken, they've gone and bought more Bitcoin basically. So this is from their finance section. It says the company borrowed $205 million from Silvergate Bank last March. So as always guys, we'll read through the article quickly and then we'll comment after. MicroStrategy, a software company that was co-founded by crypto advocate Michael Saylor and that holds a large amount of Bitcoin, prepaid the remaining principal on its $205 million loan from failed crypto-focused Silvergate Bank, according to a filing with the US's SEC on Friday. In addition, MicroStrategy said it purchased another 6,500 Bitcoin for roughly $150 million, which is an average of about $23,238 per coin over the past 5 weeks. So it looks like they've been making sort of buying on, really small amounts of Bitcoin over 5 weeks and bought until they get, basically they execute lots of little orders, like hundreds and hundreds of orders every day until they get to the amount that they need, so that they don't actually move the market, because they want to avoid slippage obviously at all costs, because it makes it more expensive. And they never sort of make a statement that they're going to buy it, obviously, because the price will go up if they decide to do it, and they'll get less Bitcoin for the money. So they always say this after the event, like they're doing now. The loan payoff was made last Friday and totaled $161 million. As part of the satisfaction of the loan, 34,609 Bitcoin held as collateral were returned to MicroStrategy's custody. The company took out the loan last March. The acquisition of another 6,455 Bitcoins brings MicroStrategy's holdings up to 138,955 Bitcoin, purchased at an average of 29,000 each and worth roughly $3.88 billion at the current Bitcoin price of 27,900. MicroStrategy also disclosed that it has raised $339 million this year through the sale of its shares and used the proceeds to pay back the loan from Silvergate. Shares of MicroStrategy were up 0.9% pre-market. So Michael Saylor, this guy is literally going all in on Bitcoin. He's taking out loans and, leveraging up to buy as much Bitcoin as he can physically get his hands on. He's raising money for all kinds of stuff and taking out loans. Who knows whether he's doing the right thing or the wrong thing, but one thing's for certain, he is a Bitcoin bull. And he's never changed his stance. When it was 69k, he was buying it. When it was 30k, 40k, 20k, 17k, he's been buying it and buying it and buying it. So people mock him quite a lot actually, because they always say, well, he's always buying at the top, but he buys so much that he buys the local top, but he doesn't buy the the top. Well, he does buy the top, but he buys the bottom as well, because he just never stops buying it. So he buys it when it's at the top, when it's at the bottom, when it's in the middle. He just keeps buying it. So actually, you can't knock his confidence. He's fully in it. And I think if Bitcoin ever does, you imagine even if his average for all his Bitcoin is about $29,000 his Bitcoin that he's bought, and when you average it out over the length of the time that he's been buying over the last couple of years, if this even goes to, we're talking billions here he's bought. So if this even just goes to 40, 50k, he's doubled his money. And 40, 50k is not a huge leap for Bitcoin, especially as volatile as Bitcoin is. It can do that in a week. It can do it in 3 or 4 days, actually. So it can move when it wants to, and he could be, if it just does, don't even need to get to all-time high again, he's going to be one of the richest men in the world, if not the richest. Now, I'm not sure that I would be doing this. I wouldn't be taking out this amount of leverage, these amount of loans and debt to be buying Bitcoin. I think it's good to do it to some degree when you're in his position. I'm not talking about individuals, but his position, but it's also important to know that his liquidation, I believe his liquidation price is around $3,500. So if Bitcoin ever goes that low, which I cannot imagine it would ever, but if it did, he would get that margin call, and he'd have to start selling assets quickly because he's got a lot of Bitcoin, this guy. You know, he's going to have to sell stocks, and he said he's already got a plan to do it if it does happen, but it's a long way off. I cannot imagine that it's ever going to go that low. But we'll see, because anything can happen. You know, as I always say, nobody knows the future, not even Michael Saylor. So another interesting article there. As always, guys, thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Remember, everybody, to please subscribe to the channel, join my team, and I'll keep you updated on all things crypto every 12 hours. Don't forget to smash the like button if you feel you got value from this video, and I'll see you all in 12 hours time.